The rumors are back. What's really happening between Lee Min-ho and Song Hye Kyo? The lights in the grand hall flicker overhead as Lee Min-ho steps out onto the carpeted walkway, fans' voices rising in a hush of expectation, cameras flashing like stars in night sky. His suit is impeccable, his expression calm, yet curious. Across the way, Song Hye Kyo arrives moments later. She moves with an ease, as though she has stepped out of a dream, her aura soft, elegant. The crowds whisper, the air thick with longing and rumor. Are they together? Are they just friends? Is this a new chapter or old wishful thinking? Rumors about these two icons have circled before, etched into social media posts and fan art and comment threads where admirers weave stories between lines of what might be truth. Now whispers rise again. Footsteps soft on polished stone. Flashbulbs pop, glittering flashes in mirrored lenses. The scene is cinematic, electric. Every glance between them, every slight turn of the head, becomes a possible clue. Act 1. The ideal type and old confessions. Not so long ago, Lee Min-ho spoke in an interview about his ideal type. He described someone with both charm and kindness, someone who gives love rather than simply receives it, someone with spirit and fun. He cited Song Hye Kyo's presence in Full House, her character's bubbly energy, her warmth, her laughter. That choice echoed through fans' hearts. Pink Villa. That phrase was small, perhaps a throwaway line in celebrity interviews. Many deliver similar confessions, yet it endured. It resurfaced whenever Song Hye Kyo's name trended for beauty, for acting, for grace, under scrutiny. Fans leaned into it, turned it into a bridge possibility between two stars who rarely share screen time. Act 2. Matching outfits, matching moments, Lovestagram stir. Then came the era of Lovestagram whispers. Social media evolved into a stage for hints, for coincidence, for suggestion. Lee Min-ho posts a beach vlog, night sea shimmering under moonlight. A day later, Song Hye Kyo posts photos of sea horizon, captions soft and serene. Observers note matching locations, matching moods, matching aesthetic. Every sunset picture becomes potential evidence. TheBustedNews.com. +2. Unbiased politics. COZA. +2. At a fashion event, both represent the same luxury brand. Their names are in same press releases, shared frames in group photos. The angle of the camera catches them standing near each other, though perhaps no intentional interaction. Still, some see possibility in proximity, in posture, in shared spotlight. Many hope more than anything that these hints will become something undeniable. Act 3. Denials, silence, and conflicting stories. But every time a possibility rises, so does a wall of silence. Neither Lee Min-ho's agency nor Song Hye Kyo's has confirmed romantic relationship. Occasionally, rumors suggest a wedding by end of year. Viral video claims that they shared matching outfits, shared strings of hints that somehow add up to secret engagement. India Times. +2. India Times. +2. Fans sort through old interviews in which Lee Min-ho once called Song Hye Kyo his ideal type, then compare with her statements about contentment, solitude, about enjoying time alone, about friendships rather than romance. Her posts show travel photos, serene lakes, Italian skies, but captions minimal comments locked to close friends. She seems serene, unaffected by speculation, even when numbers of followers spike like soar. Lovepop 95. +2. India Times. +2. Act 4. Avoidance or respect. In one high-profile event where both are present, official photos show them at same function, yet they do not walk together, do not meet in common area, do not exchange more than polite bows. Some fans say they see avoidance, others say professionalism and respect. Perhaps they are careful because public loves the idea, but also because privacy demands its own boundary. News6.com. Decoration lights glow overhead, photographers hover, but the two remain separated by space, though in same frame. Seated apart appear in adjacent panels. A stylist helper catches Song Hye Kyo's eye, but she smiles faintly and turns. Lee Min-ho gives a nod to someone far off center. No handshake, no embrace. Yet the possibility trembles in the air. Act 5. What might it mean if there is more? If there is something more than rumor, what could it be? How would two people accustomed to being symbols navigate this delicate connection? Could there be shared dinners late at dusk, conversations beneath soft lights hidden from lenses? Could there be respect, admiration, maybe affection that never needed to be loud, yet felt deeply? Could collaboration lie ahead, perhaps a project that pairs them on screen roles that allow chemistry to breathe, or perhaps a film set where their laughter echoes between takes? Perhaps a photo shoot where lighting catches every grace, move not as lovers, but as equals. Perhaps a moment far from press lights, where they are just two people. Act 6. Why fans want it, why it matters. Fans hunger for romantic stories, especially between idols who seem perfect together. In Korean drama culture, pairing leads romantically on screen often spills into hopes off-screen. When two huge icons are imagined together, people believe in fairy tale, in destiny and timing. They imagine them writing lines together, rewriting each other's stories. They believe that somewhere in real-life scenes mirror dramatic arcs. Song Hye Kyo's divorce from past marriage with Song Joong-ki in 2019 left many hearts cautious. After that, she kept her personal life quiet. She has shown strength, grace, independence. Lee Min-ho has had his own rumors, relationships, links, but always statements from agencies confirm nothing more. That cautiousness builds curiosity that makes every small photo post, every quote amplified. Unbiased politics. C-O-C-A. +2. Loved Pop 95. +2. Act 7. The truth we can see now. From what we know now, there is no credible confirmation that Lee Min-ho and Song Hye Kyo are dating or married. Viral video claiming wedding by end of 2024 has been debunked by fact-checkers. Evidence offered in those videos often includes matching outfits, matching locations, creative editing, or assumption, not solid proof. India Times. +1. Similarly, claims of them avoiding each other deliberately may come from wishful interpretations. Being present at same event does not always equal intimacy. In show pairings, ideal type comments reflect admiration, not guarantee of romantic tie. Public figures often maintain distance, precisely so rumors cannot be misread or magnified out of proportion. Epilogue. What might be coming? Yet something shifts in the way fans engage. Every small moment matters. A shared brand event could become opportunity for collaboration. A photo shoot or endorsement might be an opening scene. If they ever do choose to speak openly, perhaps they will issue a single statement, "We respect each other deeply," or "collaboration only." Or perhaps silence will remain their language, as it has often. For now, Lee Min-ho continues his work, dramas, brand shoots, public appearances. Song Hye Kyo continues hers. They travel, they meet, projects, they smile in photographs that touch hundreds of thousands of hearts. Whether there is romance or not, their images are intertwined in the hopes of many. The whisper that ignited the sky, a deeper dive. The night air was thick with an electric anticipation as the city of Seoul shimmered under a velvet canopy of stars. Somewhere amid the labyrinth of neon-lit streets and quiet alleys, a rumor was born. Not in a grand announcement or a flashing headline, but in a fleeting moment captured by chance. It began in a way that was almost imperceptible. A photo, shared quietly at first, then spreading like wildfire. The picture was grainy, shot from afar outside a prestigious fashion event in New York City. The dim glow of street lamps cast long shadows on the pavement as two figures appeared in the same frame. Lee Min-ho, the charismatic heartthrob whose every smile made headlines, and Song Hye Kyo, the graceful icon whose presence commands a room without effort. In the photo, they are standing side by side, a whisper of familiarity in their posture, a shared warmth that seemed to transcend the cold concrete and steel surrounding them. Lee Min-ho's hand grazes Song Hye Kyo's back, just for a moment, barely noticeable but unmistakable for those watching closely. Their eyes meet in a soft exchange, a glance loaded with unspoken understanding. No words are spoken, but the chemistry radiates like a quiet explosion, sending ripples through the digital world. The image stirred a frenzy. Fans dissected every pixel, every fold of fabric, every expression. What was that subtle smile exchanged between them? Was it camaraderie, affection, or something more? Theories bloomed overnight, each more enchanting than the last. But what made this moment so powerful was not just the sight of two legends sharing space. It was the silence that followed, the deliberate restraint, the careful withholding of explanation. It was as if the world had been handed a key, but not the door it unlocked. A city that never sleeps, but dreams together. Meanwhile, across continents, Song Hye Kyo's own world seemed to dance in parallel. The serene lakes of Lake Como in Italy became the backdrop for her latest Instagram posts. Her photos were drenched in golden hour light, the kind that turns everything it touches into magic. The lake mirrored the sky so perfectly it seemed as though the heavens had fallen to earth. She stood alone on the dock, a figure of effortless elegance wrapped in flowing fabrics that fluttered with the breeze. Her gaze was distant, thoughtful, as if she was listening to a melody only she could hear, a silent song of new beginnings and possibilities. The comments on her posts were locked, guarded like precious secrets, fueling curiosity and whispers across fan communities. There was something profoundly intimate in the way she framed these moments, the curve of a tree branch against the sky, the gentle ripple of water, the soft hush of nature's embrace. It was a subtle language, spoken through images rather than words, and it invited fans to read between the lines. What if these solitary scenes were not so solitary after all? What if somewhere beneath that calm surface, an unseen connection was growing? The shared pulse of two worlds. Imagine the heartbeats of two stars, each orbiting their own galaxy of fame and expectations, suddenly syncing to the same rhythm. The distance between Seoul and Lake Como might stretch thousands of miles, but in the ether of shared moments and synchronized gestures, that gap shrinks to nothing. In a bustling Seoul cafe, a barista pauses mid-pour to glance at a TV playing a rerun of Lee Min-ho's latest drama. The actor's smile, warm and familiar, lights up the room. On the other side of the world, in a quiet villa overlooking the lake, Song Hye Kyo scrolls through her phone, eyes catching a headline about the rumored rendezvous. She smiles, a hint of something unreadable flickering in her eyes. There is an unspoken dialogue between them, woven through their public appearances and private retreats. Every post, every public outing, every candid photo feels like a chapter in a story being written slowly, deliberately. A night of stars and secrets. Back in New York, the night of the Fendi fashion show shimmered with opulence and glamour. Velvet ropes lined the sidewalks as paparazzi awaited the arrival of the world's elite. Among them, Lee Min-ho appeared first, cutting a striking figure in a tailored suit that hugged his frame like a second skin. His smile was steady, but eyes were alert, scanning the crowd as if searching for someone. Moments later, Song Hye Kyo arrived, radiant and poised, draped in an elegant gown that shimmered under the flashing cameras. The crowd murmured, the atmosphere thickened with anticipation. And then, as if drawn by an invisible thread, their paths converged. For a fleeting heartbeat, they stood side by side. The world around them blurred, the hum of conversation, the clatter of heels, the incessant clicks of cameras, all melting into a singular moment of connection. Lee Min-ho's hand brushed against Song Hye Kyo's as they shared a brief conversation, their laughter low and private. The cameras caught glimpses, a shared glance, a quiet smile, a protective gesture shielding her from the press. These tiny fragments were all that fans had to grasp onto, but to those watching, they spoke volumes. Between glances and shadows. In the days that followed, social media exploded. Clips from the event surfaced, magnified through a lens of hope and longing. Comment threads filled with speculation and yearning. Some saw in their exchange the tentative steps of something beautiful unfolding, a story of two souls finding each other amidst the chaos of stardom. Yet, beneath the surface, there was an undercurrent of caution. Neither Lee Min-ho nor Song Hye Kyo made any public statement. There was no grand reveal, no official confirmation. Just an elegant silence, like the hush after a storm. This silence, some argue, is the most compelling part of the story. It is a space where imagination runs wild, where fans can paint their own versions of reality, where the rumor becomes a myth, alive and breathing. The poetry of ambiguity. There is a certain magic in things left unsaid. In a world obsessed with certainty and facts, the allure of mystery pulls stronger than any headline. Lee Min-ho and Hye Kyo have always been masters of their own narratives, carefully crafting their images while leaving room for dreams. The whisper that ignited the sky is not just about two stars crossing paths. It is about the space between moments, the pauses, the glances, the fleeting touches that speak louder than words. It is about the dance of light and shadow, of presence and absence. It is a reminder that sometimes the most profound stories are those that unfold quietly in the hearts of those who dare to believe.